Hi. So today I want to talk to you about this idea of not showing up and not talking about yourself and your work in case you make other women feel bad. Now, I've been asked this question a few times this week, and the more and more I thought about it, it is a thing. I have thought it and I have felt it. So I want to share with you 5 things to think about to hopefully help you get over that fear. Now, the first thing to say is that this concern, this fear, this worry is very valid. It's very natural because success is a trigger for many people. And for some, it can be a trigger of motivation and inspiration. And for others, it can be a trigger of jealousy and envy. Unfortunately, what one it is completely out of your control. Which leads me to the second point of you are not in control of how other people feel. So if you are honest and humble and you share your experiences and what you've learned with people who are willing to listen, that will add value. And for every one person that might be triggered to feel jealous or bitter about that, there's likely going to be another 10 who will be inspired to do something brilliant. And that's what the world needs right now. We need women to step up and to own the successes we have, the accomplishments we have, and the lessons that we're learning, so that we can speed that journey up for the women coming behind us. The third point is exactly about that, like showing the journey, not the showreel. Okay, I think it's important to recognise that talking about yourself and your work is not about putting your CV online or talking every time something really brilliant happens. It's about consistently sharing the work, the lessons, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. And what that does is it makes that same journey significantly shorter for those who are listening and those who are watching and those who come after. That's an amazing gift. That's such an act of service. And I think if you're sharing from a place that is positive, which I think 99.9% of the time it will only do good in the world. It will only serve others. The fourth thing, and I know I love to say this, I'm going to keep saying it, is this idea of you can't be what you can't see. The world is awash with white male role models. They are overrepresented. Okay, we need more women to talk about what they're doing, how they're doing it, what they're learning, to inspire others to take those same steps and to make sure others don't make the same mistakes the way that they did. And the last thing, and I think this is really important, and it was a conversation I had in the Fuck You Pay Me group that led to this realization that there is a narrative that there's only limited resource, there's only limited success, which means if I have it, you don't get to have it. And that's just fundamentally not true. There is enough opportunity, room for growth, experiences, success for all of us. And I genuinely believe that when women rise in a way that is thoughtful and intentional, they bring other women with them. Like, I hope very much that's part of what I'm doing here today, talking to you. You know, I want to build a platform surrounded in ladders. I want to bring you with me. And I want other people to bring me with them. Like, that's how it works. That's how we'll get there. So I hope those 5 points have given you things to reflect on and think about when you have this thought of like, oh, well, what if it makes them feel bad? What if it makes them feel guilty or think badly of themselves? Like, what's the alternative? To not say anything? To stay quiet? To dial down the achievements? To dial down the accomplishments? No, thank you. If you've enjoyed this, leave a comment below, send it to a friend, and remember, my inbox is always open. Send me a direct message if you've got ideas or a challenge linked to this theme that you'd like me to talk about next. Bye.